Welcome back to any percent tutorial. Today we're gonna talk about chapter 9 in the Shadows of Ramparts, which is the best chapter. So, first of all, we're just gonna even though it's the best chapter, it does start with some waiting. So we're just gonna run over here and wait for Melie and Amisha to stop talking. It's gonna take a little bit. If you haven't, you can use this time to craft a luminosa. Then we say to Melie to open the door and wait a little bit more for her to do that. Okay, once we are free from the shackles of dialogue, we can move on to the first trick. So these guards walk away through that door over there. You're supposed to go up and do a little bit of platforming, I guess, and then continue, but we can actually go through this door. The problem is it's not easy to do. Basically, the door, if you move far away enough, which is around here, will unload, so it disappears, as you can see. And we can run through it before it appears again. It's not the easiest thing to do, and it's very tight. I believe you can technically do it in 60 FPS, but the way I've found to make it more consistent is, you know, having the graphics very high, putting the resolution scale higher to 200 or whatever is needed for your game to start lagging. It doesn't necessarily be 200. You can make the game perform a little worse, and that helps with walking through the door. So then you can just walk over here. You only really need 2 or 3 steps up the scale, this ladder, and then, as you can see, it was very tight even with bad performance. So yeah, I feel like I need it personally. And then if you want the game to perform better, you can go into the graphics and put it lower again. Obviously, this whole technique does take a few seconds out of your run. So, you know, try to make it as fast as possible. But I think it's better than just failing to walk through the door for a billion times. Hopefully, everybody finds a way to lag their game enough for it to work. I haven't found any other way to unload the doors or to make the door load slower, so that's what we do. Then, we're not actually supposed to be here, so we can just fall through this wall and run over. We can climb in bounds, either here or over here. There's like a bench, no, a fence. I usually use this, but you can use the stairs as well. Whatever is more convenient to you. Then run over. I like to get these resources because I like getting resources. After you get the checkpoint, you grab a stick to get the torch glitch. And then restart from checkpoint to activate the torch glitch. So here, with the torch glitch activated, with those sticks, we can move on to the rest of the chapter. There's a few techniques that we're gonna use. Basically, we're gonna, as always, clip through walls and use luminosa. I think this is the first time we actually use luminosa as very often to avoid obstacles. So it's very important to be proficient with the ammo glitch for this. How it works, basically you just throw the thing, change ammunition, and it uses the ammunition that you click through instead of the one you're throwing. Personally, I like to use, well, I have luminosa at number 3. I think that's probably the standard one, I don't remember. And I switched to Devorantis, which is I put on Q. So you don't have to do that. You just you can use whatever other resources you want. I like to use Devorantis because it's the least likely ammo that I actually have, so I don't waste anything. But sometimes I use rocks if I want to keep Devorantis. You know, it's up to you, but that's what I like to do. Luminosa is very expensive of resources to remake, so it's important to not fail the ammo glitch. Sometimes there is like the way I go through the speedrun kind of lets me make one mistake or two, usually, depends on which chapter, but most of the time if you fail the ammo glitch, you'll have to restart from checkpoint. So as I said, get good at it. It's not hard to get good at it. I see people using the weapon wheel to do it. I find that just having a shortcut is just much faster, so I recommend trying to get proficient at it. Okay, from this point, we're gonna throw a Luminosa at these rats over here, and I like to use one on the guard to stun him as well. You don't really need to. We can clip through many things in this chapter. For example, we can actually clip through this gate. It might be faster. I can show you. Like this to, I guess, avoid a little bit of running. But I find that, you know, unless you're very good at it, it's better to just go around. But I don't know, it might be worth practicing. Then we can walk over this. So most of the obstacles in this chapter we can actually clip through now with the side dodge clip. So here you're supposed to climb over it, but actually you can pirouette your way through it. But since this is an 8% tutorial, I'll just let you know that you can do it and just show the normal way. So here we can climb through, then run over here. There's two ways to do these sections. These rats will come out of this door. You can run through the door before they actually come out, like so. But it's kind of risky and you might get eaten. Also, it's worth remembering that if you are surrounded by rats, the game will like prompt you to use Luminosa. There might be instances where you have enough resources where you can make another Luminosa and it might be worth it, but right now I couldn't make another Luminosa with the resources I have, so I just restart checkpoint. But as I said, there's two ways to do this part. So the first one requires you stunning one of the guards, so we actually go through here so it's safer. Stun this guard, run over here, and on this step here we can clip out of down below this. And drop down. This is faster, I believe. The alternative way is just running through here. Going on over this fence. And using the torch glitch, which is what makes Amisha behave really strangely on this, get pushed down. In both cases, we just run over here and continue through and run through. Here we open the door. We are in this house. We have to use Luminosa to get rid of some rats. We're gonna clip through this wall right there. So throw a Luminosa. Close enough to the wall so you don't have to throw another one, but if you do, it's not the biggest of deals. I find that with Amisha by herself, the best way to clip through things is actually to, instead of dodging on the side and then holding right, I find that it's more consistent by dodging to the side and then going straight. Just do the same, dodge to the left, and then point at where you want to go and hold forwards. In this case, through that window is where you want to glitch through. So after you clip through the door, the window or whatever, we have to go over there. There's rats below this stone fence. We have to clip through and just go there. So we have to throw a Luminosa to get rid of the rats, then clip through, and go over here. You can just dodge this guard, or you can stun him with the Luminosa. It's not a big deal.
J'ai cru que j'y arriverais pas. J'oublierai jamais cette odeur.
So, as I said, when you're alone with Amicia, it's the easiest way to clip through things is either going side and then forwards, or side and then forwards and right, like usual. Practice it a little bit and see what you find more consistent. Afterwards, we're at the cemetery, or we're going to the cemetery. We can just run over to this gate, which we can clip through as with everything this game.
J'ai vraiment pas envie de passer par là.
I like to aim at the middle of the gate, but you can find your own consistent setup.
Encore des morts.
Kill these rats. It's kind of straightforward, this section of the chapter. Just lots of
On dirait la sortie.
killing rats and clipping through things. So here we have to actually do one of those climbing through things we're not on, things we're not supposed to. I generally like to do this while crouched because Amicia moves a little bit more slowly, and I think it gives me a little bit more time to get the trigger. But you can do it while standing up as well. You know, it's more of a matter of where you stand. I actually stand quite far from it. I think it doesn't, the input doesn't show up if you're too close. And I think what makes it appear is a matter of like going up and down this slope. So I like to hold like backwards and forward, right, to go on the slope while still looking at the rock or whatever. Don't get discouraged if you don't get it fast. It's gets a little bit of getting used to. Then we just run over here. This is kind of annoying, so try it a couple of times. But as usual, be confident and it will work better. Then we run over here, go over there. You know, the torch glitch makes things kind of weird, as you can see. So if you dodge, you might have a better time of going through here. Then clip inbounds should be easy enough if you're positioned correctly. So over near this bush, and run through. And
Oh, c'est pas vrai, mais qu'est-ce qui s'est passé ici?
so for this part, we have the torch glitch, and there's lots of collision over there, so that makes it very annoying. It's not a big deal, it usually doesn't soft lock, but it can happen. You can either climb on this or clip through it. And once you clip through or climb through it, you'll be here. So as you can see, like Amicia is doing like some erratic movements that we don't know why. It's because like the torch glitch is making her collision with all these corpses kind of weird. I think the lances maybe, but the safest way is to either walk backwards or backwards left while crouching. But yeah, just get through it. If you get soft locked into the wall, like these kind of form a wall, you can get like stuck there in places. It's up to you to either reload checkpoint or trying to clip through by, you know, just pushing through the invisible wall. It usually happens that you can get unstuck, but it might take you a little bit. But, you know, going backwards and left tends to be more consistent. Once you get a checkpoint, you can reload it and you'll be able to walk. But in general, we just want to get over here to this part has changed. I'm just gonna do the faster strat because it's not particularly more difficult than the old one, so might as well do it. We used to craft Odoris, but we don't really need to, so we're just gonna use Luminosa on these rats over here. Try not to get eaten, go down that, and use Luminosa again on these. up. I fucked up the Luminosa, so I just reload the checkpoint to not waste it. Nice, the fire kept being here. So we used to go there, use Odoris and everything, but we can actually clip through here, through this wall, and we're gonna skip a bit of that section, so we are safe inside this house. And we're gonna get to this where the cart is. There's some rats over here. You can use that as reference. I like to clip into this thing. This pause part. And then clip again through this wooden door right here. There's a little bit of, you know, time between dashes. You can just dash every time you want. So when I clip into here, I like to just position myself and do a backwards one. I find it kind of faster. Then we're over here. We're gonna clip into this hallway over here on the right. It's just over on the right. You won't miss it. And again into inbounds over here. And we've skipped a part. And we are gonna continue over on the left towards the church. So here, you can stun this guy. The Luminosa. Stun this guy with the Luminosa. So this next part can be problematic. So if people are chasing you, you might have a problem. You have to stun these two guards. And then the trigger will open, but as you can see, it disappeared. It's because people are chasing me. So if you have to make this trigger here, the E thing appear, usually should be fine after stunning these two guards. But if you're having problems, keep stunning these. You might have those two chasing you. I think with the new trick is more, it's harder for it to happen, the new route. But just keep stunning people until you get this the E input. If things go badly, just I guess restart checkpoint. You'll be fine. And so with this, it's the end of chapter 9. Best chapter in the game.